Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Lawrence. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back, and he's able to run with the ball.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
KJ Hamler returning it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
First down, Broncos.
Mike 28. Mike 28. Tighten up. Tighten up. Do it together. Hey, number 28.
Now Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
This Jacksonville unit really struggled to get to the quarterback in 2020. Just 18 sacks as a team. Only Cincinnati had fewer. Remember, they used to be known as Saxonville. They want to get back to those ways here in 2021.
Second and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Taken in at the 11. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, seam six.
Lawrence on third down. Complete here. It's high. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. High. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Lawrence. Got a man. That's Colin Johnson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he, those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. They're not ready for this, man.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Well, we've often talked, and rightly so, about how great a story James Robinson was last year. Undrafted as a running back to over 1,000 yards rushing as a rookie. But what gets lost, especially for being a big man like he is, he's a great asset as a pass receiver too. 49 catches for close to 350 yards.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Four yards remain for second down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Logan. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week.
Because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Hamler now to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to around the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's a give to Etienne. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Recon, 132 fighter. He's crossing. He's checking cross. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check safety. Grip.
Here's Muhammad. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Good. Well, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Hamler now to return it.
Oh, good return up past the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Hamler now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd down and 7. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. A give running right, Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Lawrence. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win, and it'll be a key to this game as well.
Down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Locke to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Locke now on first down. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Locke going to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Locke. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing.
Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up second down. Here's Locke. It's complete to Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Block now to throw. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
On 3rd down, Logan. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he will have the first just before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. 4th down conversions this drive now 3 for 3.
I'd love to get a look at his play chart right now because he obviously has confidence in everything he has written down in terms of short yardage and going for it on 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A handoff for Etienne.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard